Tonight's game, I don't have the box handy. It's in storage somewhere. Otherwise, normally I would show it off, and I can't can't pull the cartridge out of. I guess I could have, but I already turned it on to make sure it's working. So whoops. I had the cartridge set in there so it works. I don't want to pull it out and then it doesn't work. But tonight's game is Blast Corps for the Nintendo 64. It was Rareware's first venture onto the console, and for a good many years it was the runt of the litter. It was before Rare hit their stride. It was before Banjo-Kazooie, before Conker, before GoldenEye, before Diddy Kong Racing, before Donkey Kong 64, before Jet Force Gemini, before fucking Banjo-Tooie, right? All of the games that you know Rareware for. Blast Corps predates all of them. Released in 1997, I believe. And I really don't know why more people didn't like it back then. It's a game where Perfect Dark, yeah. I mean, I didn't name them all. I named a whole bunch of. I still didn't get them all. Perfect Dark. How could I forget Perfect Dark? That's actually the spiritual successor to GoldenEye. But that just proves the point. All the games that you know that you associate with Rareware, you think of those before you think of Blast Corps. And only recently has this game gotten the attention and the love it deserves. But back in the day, this was one of my favorite games on the N64. I would argue it is my favorite game on the platform, and it is one of my favorite games of all time, because there's nothing else like it. It's a game where the story is there's a truck that's carrying some missiles, some nuclear missiles, and they're leaking, and they got to get that shit out of there to the safe detonation zone. And the computer calculator on the missile truck has calculated the shortest distance, which of course is a straight line. So you have to bulldoze a whole bunch of buildings that are in the way of the missile carrier so that you can get to the detonation site safely. And if it hits anything, if the truck hits anything along the way, you're dead. You got to start the level over. It's a phenomenal game. And we've featured it on our Extra Life marathons a couple of times, like 2 or 3 years now. And every time I play it, I always give the disclaimer of, we're just going to play through the main stages, but I highly recommend you play through the whole game because there's so many side quests and bonus missions and blah, 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 blah. Well, we're going to be doing 100% this week, and we're probably going to have as a stream for next week. So we're going to hop on over to Blast Corps, and we're going to see all those stages and side quests and side missions and races and all that fun stuff that you never get to see in our Extra Life marathons. And I figured it'd be a great way to kick off the marathon. It's one of my favorite games. It's a lot of fun to play. It's just the right amount of fun and frustrating. And since I've done speed runs of the game, I should be able to get through the stage stages pretty quickly, and then that gives us more time to enjoy the side missions. I freed up all the space on my memory card here, so we're ready to make a new save file. Actually, this is a memory card that has 4 different. It has a bank switch. Is that the term? I don't know. All right, got to put our name in. If this is a speed run, time would start whenever I enter my name. So you're going to get the backstory on Blast Corps here. Kind of already told you. You got missions. The critical mission. Get all that shit out of the way. Get out. And then you have to activate the radiation dispersal units, which are the little lights all over the place. And then you have to find all the scientists, which is part of the speed run to get the good ending. Missions 1 and 3 are for any percent. And then achieve gold on all the levels. That's how you start unlocking more stuff. So we will hopefully get into a lot of that. Wave you throwing the bits is like those Rig Carnival games. Yeah, I didn't spray this with Pam. They just kind of toilet bowl and bounce out, but they eventually go in. Maybe get a bigger bowl. I've actually already broken this a couple of times because this is already wider than the top of the thing, so I'm a little nervous about it. So the first stage of the game, if you guys have seen the speed run, y'all know what it is. Simian Acres. Hopefully we're not getting any bleed over on the mic, because I gotta turn this up, because this is one of the most banging tracks on the 64. And we're not going to watch this for every stage, but I want to show you that you get a flyover on every level that kind of primes you, and you have to knock down all the buildings that are red. It's real easy. Use bulldoze it. They actually give you Ramdozer, the bulldozer for this level. You can just drive through these buildings, and there's a truck. There it is. Monka S. All right. Each of these signs, that's $15 in the bank right there. So right now, it's going to look an awful lot like the Extra Life Marathon for this game. But things are going to deviate once we tear down the final building. Now, wait, I missed something. Oh, it's that. So now we've cleared the path. But now there's a whole bunch of other shit we gotta knock down too. Like, this person's house is not in the way, but for some reason, we have to knock it down. Here, this person's just storing. This is illegal TNT. Can't have that. That's contraband. So it's important now that we drive around. There's the truck. That we drive around and we activate all the lights. Because again, if we're going to unlock everything, we have to hit those too. And also try not to drive into the truck while this is going on. Alright, that's the survivors. It's not the building, though. Uh-oh. That's never a good sign. There's more dots over here. Oh, shit. maybe we did a... Maybe this was a mistake, attempting to do 100%. Oh, no, here's a building. Excuse me. Alright, that's the buildings out of the way. Oh! Woo! Where's the... You can set the... Okay, we finished the stage. We have to go back and find the it'll show us what we missed. We're missing one fucking light. So that's... We need to go find that light. So if you go back to a stage, the missile truck is not going to be in it. It's in front of the truck the whole time. Gotta love those ore kits, though. That was almost a DSP moment hitting the truck. I'm just cruising around. Just cruising. So now, beating the first stage opens up a whole bunch of levels. These are all training courses for their respective vehicles. But if you want, you can just hop right into Black Ridge Works. Let's do the training. Let's do the training. This is Sideswipe. Each of these will show you what the truck does. And you can see it's got... I don't know what construction vehicle this is. I ain't never seen one of these in real life. But it's got hydraulic rams that punch out from the side. And you can knock buildings down with it. And you can, even in the demo, it's not working because it's a piece of shit. I'll stop bitching about it. They give you a minute to do it, so... But you can basically hit a building and it won't... The game won't register that you've hit it. Like right there, I'm pressing... you know I'm pressing the R button on each of those little teeth on the arrow because I'm knocking down half of the building. But the way it works is that if you punch outward and both halves of it don't touch a building at the same time, only the side that does touch a building will do damage and the other one will retract. I don't know who programmed that, but that blows. And we still got a gold medal, so who cares? Let's do J-Bomb. This is how 9/11 really happened. I'm still gonna tell that joke. It's been 19 years, but it's still funny to me! Also, his stage has, like, stages that feature J-Bomb. They got some pretty chill music. What is that thing that the kids these days say? You can really vibe out to it. I'm hip. I'm not old. I'm not in my 30s. I can still relate to today's youth playing games that are 23 years old. At least this game was old enough to buy cigarettes now. And we get promoted. Every time you get enough medals, all the medals are worth certain amounts of points. It's actually kind of loud. All the medals are worth certain amounts of points, and the more points you get, you get promoted. We're gonna see a lot of those. This is the vehicle everybody hates. Backlash, because as you can see, big ass dump truck, but it only does damage if you whack a building with its ass. So this is the Tokyo Drift car, and everyone bitches and complains about the Backlash stages, but really, Backlash's levels are not the hardest ones in the game. The hardest, we'll get to those. We'll probably see them tonight. But you also, the game doesn't directly point it out, but there is an interesting trick here that you can learn if you pay close enough attention. See this little hill that's right in front of this building? This teaches you that if you're in the air and you hit a building, you'll knock it down no matter what. You don't have to, with any vehicle. If you are airborne, when you touch a building, you'll just level it immediately. That's the game's way of not really having a physics engine. Or at least, something that resembling one, and we only got a silver. Let's see. I mean, we don't need to get a gold, but let's see now if I don't stop to tell you that skips tips. Let's see if I can actually get all the. If I can. We can get a gold. Probably not. Probably not. So while we're here, might as well. Those things down there tell you what vehicles are in the stage. You might notice there's a cop car offered in this stage. It's a hidden vehicle, and the way you can use them in the racetrack stages. Anytime you get in a vehicle, you've unlocked it essentially. You find it, you get in it, you've unlocked it, and you can use them for the time trials. So each of the vehicles has their own strengths. I've forgotten what they are. We'll figure them out together. Let's do Argent Towers. There we go. It's like a hot knife through butter. I can't believe that one's not butter. I can't believe it's not butter. I'll hit it eventually. Fucking hell. There. So we're going to spin into this big building. You've been evicted. It's important. There's a missile truck coming. I'm sorry. So that's the path cleared. I'm going to try to collect some more of these. You notice there's actually some buildings that have caution barriers around them you can't get to. More on that in a second. There is a way to hit them. As you may have noticed, J-Bomb is in this stage somewhere. But that right there, those little satellites, those will open up bonus stages. And that mud really slows you down. Wow. Is there a... One of these stages just has like a big ass field of that light. You also have to break. You have to break that. We'll handle that in a second. Okay, I'm not entirely... Oh, hello. Let's go ahead and end the stage, and we'll come back to this, because there's still a lot we haven't done here. So if we go over here, and no, we're hitting that from the wrong direction. You can push those big brownies. You get out of the car. And you got Ramdozer down here. We didn't see him at all on the stage. That's because he's hiding. He's hiding down here. And it just so happens you got Ramdozer, you got some TNT, and you got stuck in the wall, and then you have a door that's worth like $60. No, it's a $15 door. Must have got it from Lowe's. It's a cheap-ass door. Now, remember that light I pointed out? You see that light right there? That signifies that you can actually get out of the train right here. And here's the cop car in a nightmarish maze. And I have this memorized, so I know where I'm supposed to be going with the cop car, but because way out here in this little motorhome, how does this guy get his fucking groceries? How does he pull the trailer? There's no car here. He just parked this. There's living off the grid, and then there's being fucking stupid. That guy's doing both. He's doing both. But he's one of the 6 scientists. You have to find all the scientists in order to get a safe detonation to beat the game. That is, when you do a speed run, there's 6 of them, so that's part of the any percent route, and I'm bouncing around here. Hang on, turn on the... There we go. You're under arrest. No judge, no jury. Where's the... Okay, here it is. I'm just trying to find the exit. You can't take the cop car out of here. It's stuck in here. So now we're back in the train again. And you can keep driving with it. And you'll eventually hit a thing, yeah, right here, where you can clearly get out. You're like, oh, that's how you're supposed to do it. So then you got the ballista, which is the motorcycle that shoots rockets. And I believe... No, that's not how you hit that. This is stupid. This is what it is. Okay. You see down there? There's another door from Lowe's. We need to do something about that. Hang on. Oh, no, I meant to brake, not... Hey, I shot that building with a missile. They were survivors. That's great. Kobe. Nope. Okay. Kobe. Not. This is it. This is the money shot. Oh, $15. Rack them up. We're doing... You guys, we're doing literally dozens of dollars in damage to these doors. Alright. You gotta get out of here. I like how this little man, he can't open the door, right? He has to blow it up. Now we're just gonna... We're walking. Here's J-Bomb. It's like, oh, he's trapped in a display case. No, he's not. You can just walk. But you can't walk. She might be saying, Draco, if he's in there, why didn't you just walk in there? Because you can't. It's a one-way mirror. Alright. Now we got this. Now we can just sit on these buildings and blow them up. There's also that other, thing. Yeah, this, right there. There we go. So we got all the RDUs. Oh, you know what it is? We got the survivors. We got the RDUs. Remember that light? You gotta break that light. That counts as a building. The first time I played this game, do you know how long I wandered around this goddamn stage, stomping on everything? Because you can't hit the street lights, it's just a JPEG. You can't hit those. You can't knock them down. I thought the light was a light. It's only worth like $10 too. Like, who cares? So then when we exit, now we got bonus stages. We unlocked Marine Quarter and Orion Plaza. Now these are 2 stages that, if you've seen our speedruns, you guys never see these, because there's no reason to do any of these, and I've never done a 100% run. We only do any percent. So I feel like the best side mission to introduce you guys into how fucking zany this game can be is Orion Plaza.
Show us what you've got.
We got a little bit of a bowling billiards type thing here, where you have to push the TNT into the pool cues that are in each of the pockets. We got this great little piano ditty playing while we're doing this. It's important not to set off all the TNT at once. They are relatively long fuse TNT, but the more you activate, the quicker you have to get off your ass and start pushing them into things. Oh shit, I bumped another one. That's okay. This also, the texture being used as the floor here, this is not the only place in the game that you'll see this. It's actually the... Oh, you can push him down there! Oh. Whoops. Oh shit, this is going pear-shaped. It's all going wrong. Oh no, I activated the other one too. That's okay, we can turn this around. We still got this. It's the space texture is used as the sky texture for the moon stage. Oh shit! Come on. There we go. We blew up some pool cues with the bulldozer. Is this the pool version of Rocket League? Bet your ass it is. Rareware did it first. Now this is Marine Quarter. This is one you get to pick a vehicle. They give you the construction vehicles right out of the gate, but because we got in the police car, we can choose it. And now we have to finish 4 laps in a minute. And the police car is a little slow to accelerate, but it has a pretty high top speed, and more importantly, it's cornering. You can see I don't really have to slow down going around those corners. There's 4 vehicles, bonus vehicles here. There's the cop car, there's the American Hot Rod, and there's the red muscle car, and then there's inexplicably the A-Team van is also a car, and they each have their own strengths and weaknesses. So the cop car just turns really good, and it goes really fast with like slow acceleration. And we're promoted again. Mom says when I wear this badge, you gotta treat me like a man of the law. Hey, thanks for checking out Gatorbox on YouTube. We really appreciate it. If you like what you saw and you want to kick around with us live, follow us on Twitch because we do this several times during the week. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by subscribing right here on YouTube, following or subscribing over on Twitch, or even making a pledge on Patreon. Your support over the years has been tremendous. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video right here on Gatorbox.